RACKS and Rod's podcast.
What is going on, everyone? We are on episode 2 of season 2 of the RACKS and Rod podcast. Today we have me, myself, and I. There's a change in plans. The special guest could not make it today. We'll have him back for sure. So this might be a good Q&A type of session. I mean, questions you guys want to ask, some things you want to know. I'll still have some things that happened the past couple months or so. I'll talk about that. But if you have any questions, comments, concerns about me or anything I do, now's a good time to ask it because you're the special guest today. You guys are. You're the special guest. All right. So things that happened the past couple months. We were at the Sportsman Show. Ooh, that was probably a week ago. So me, Davis, and Brady went to the Sportsman Show in Harrisburg, PA. It's a pretty large NRA show. Everyone from around the country come together and do a big outdoor show. They have fishing, hunting, shooting, pretty much anything you can think of and everything in between. The first hall we went to was a shooting hall. It had guns, ammo, scopes, choke tubes. Some big name people were there. Ruger was there. We had Mossberg, Henry was there as well. Then we had Mossberg, Henry, CZ was there. Colt was there. Diamondbacks were there. So it's a pretty cool little event they have. You go around, they have all they showcase all their guns and everything going on. We got to see some really cool new guns coming out, some new things coming out. A bunch of people selling different scopes. I think Vortex was there, I believe. Leopold was there. There was tons of smaller mom and pop shops there selling some stuff. But it's always cool because we go up there and we actually get a chance to interview some of the big name companies like Mossberg and Henry and all them. They get to talk to us about some things that are going on they're coming out with that's new. So that's pretty cool. We get to talk to them and to want opportunity to sit down and talk to some of the big name people like that and hear what they got to say. Hear some new things coming out. I always love going to the Ruger stand. I'm a big Ruger fan. And they had a lot of cool stuff coming out. They had a lot of new like SPR, so suppressor ready stuff. They have a ton of new suppressor ready stuff coming out for their Ruger stuff. So I always like seeing that. I'm a huge Ruger fan. The Gen 2s, the carbines and everything. I'm a big Ruger fan. They have some really cool stuff coming out. So if you're just joining live today, I see a bunch of people just joined. You're the special guest today. So if you got any questions, comments, concerns, now's a great time to ask it. We'll kind of do like a Q&A type thing today. But we're talking about the Sportsman Show. So we went through the gun hall. We did everything in the gun hall. We talked to a lot of different cool industry from around the industry. We talked to Mueller Chokes. They're always a pleasure to talk to. Smith Wesson was a pleasure to talk to. So we talked to CZ, Ruger, which is my favorite. I always love talking to Ruger. I'm trying to think if we talked to Henry or not. Some places they have a policy where they don't let outsiders interview them, which I can understand. They don't want something being said wrong or twisted or anything like that. So they're very careful of who they let interview and where the interviews happen, which I understand is pretty cool. You still got to see some of their guns that are on display and everything like that. So after the gun, which is the main hall, after the gun section, we go towards the fishing section, which is kind of becoming really a disappointment to me. I think it's a lot of guides, which is nothing wrong with that. It's just that you ain't see many bait makers up there anymore. New this year, Mad Cat's Rods was up there. That's new from this year. Never saw them before. They were up there. But there was a ton of guides, which, it's okay. It's a big outdoor show. I wish I would see more bait makers up there from around the industry. There's a lot of local bait makers up there. I was just say a lot. Maybe like two or three bait makers. Where the crowd's pretty crazy. Brian, no. We got there pretty early Friday. We got there opening Friday. So we got there at 10. It was pretty slow, which wasn't bad. I'm glad we went to the gun area first. We got to talk to a lot of people. As the day went on, it got really, really busy as the day got on. I wouldn't go there in the evening time. I wouldn't go there on weekend. But we decided to go Friday morning early. And the crowd wasn't bad at all. I'm glad it wasn't because we got to talk to people. But the fishing area was kind of very disappointed. If you're up there looking for more than guides, you're gonna be kind of upset because it's just a lot of guides. Which, if you're looking for a guided book trip, fishing trip, It's perfect. You can do it. You got tons of different options up there, and they're always running special shows, show specials, I should say. But Mimic Baits is up there. They're a big local name company. They make a ton of baits. And they're always on the hog tank, which, if you don't know what the hog tank is, the big fish tank. They showcase off lures. So Mad Cats was up there with rods. Favorite was up there with rods. Some smaller bait makers there as well, but just wasn't like, I thought it'd be more up there. The fishing area is kind of small compared to like the gun section and the hunting section. Then they have a boat area, so there's a huge hall is a boat hall, so it's just nothing but boats. Then they have a camping area, which have like a bunch of campers. They have some like cool new tents, like fire starter stuff, like fire starters, tents, campers. There's just an airsoft area up there too, which is kind of weird in the tent area. They have a bunch of airsoft there as well. Also in the fishing section, of course, they had their trout pond for the kids. You can sign up. Like it's like $6. You can fish for like 10 minutes or something like that, 5 minutes, whatever it is, 10 minutes maybe. And you can fish for like a little trout in a big pond, in a small pond. And then they have a hunting call area. So like your calls, you have like a lot of your duck calls, your geese calls, which was kind of disappointing as well. There's a lot of duck calls and goose calls. Fox Pro was there, but it was weird because they didn't have really much there. Like Fox Pro has probably one of the bigger names in calls in the industry, and they really didn't have much there to show. They had a couple of like electric calls, but mostly mouth calls. It was kind of disappointing. It wasn't really like even like big name thermals. There was like no big name thermal companies out there. There's no AGM, no ATN. There's some I think Optic Eye something. I think what it was there. Which I saw their thermals. Then you go to the hunting section. You go after the calls. You can go to the large hunting area, which is the charter. Charter, I guess we want to call it, whatever we call it for hunting. You get tons of it. It's a huge hall. I bet there's probably over 100, probably 150 different outfitters you could book from Africa to Alaska, anywhere in between. It's crazy. And if you want to do a guided hunt, I mean, there's tons of things to do there, and a bunch of books. You can book a bunch of specials. I see there's tons of people from Africa, Florida. I mean, literally from around the country, around the world. Africa's a pretty big one there. You know, get some really good deals. They had a deal going on. I wanted to say it was like for 2 people, you get 22 animals, three or 4 trophies, and it was only like $20,000, which really ain't that bad when you break it down. Because you can spend that much money. You can spend $6,000 to $8,000 in United States alone on like an elk tag or something like that, or a moose hunt or something like that. So that's really not that bad when you think about it. You're going to Africa for $20,000 for 2 of you. And I talked to a lot of people who've been to Africa. A bunch of people come to work. A bunch of people I know been to Africa, and it's a really cool experience because you don't just go there for a hunt. Like, so your whole family goes, and they'll take you to like their local market and stuff like that. So it's more in the hunt. You can kind of learn their culture and stuff like that. You just don't go there hunting. There's a lot more to it. It's such a really cool experience. They recommend it. I just can't get over the fact that you got to drive like 8 hours. Fly 8 hours over open water. That in my mind just doesn't. I don't like that. That's just so weird. Like I'm physically over water for 8 hours. That would drive me up a wall. I'd like drug me up and pass me out or something. Like I wouldn't be able to handle that. What hunting trip would you book if the money was an issue? That's tough. That's tough. If money wasn't an issue, what book would I hunt? Man, I don't know. That's a good question. Alaska's definitely on the top for the Harlequin ducks. The Alaska duck hunt would be up top there. I would like to go to maybe like New Zealand for like a red stag. I think red stags are really cool. I think they're pretty cool animals. I really have no desire to go to Africa. Nothing really in Africa really stands out at me that I really want to go to Africa. Argentina for wing shooting, like down to Argentina, Mexico for some duck hunting and dove hunting, stuff like that. I'd rather do that. But like, Africa really doesn't have anything crazy that I would want to go there and hunt. There's nothing. None of the kudus or anything like that. The spiral horned animals really get me going. Maybe go there duck hunting. There's some ducks there. They're kind of cool. But other than that, baboons. Baboons are pretty cool. I'd probably go on baboon hunt. It's a pretty cheap hunt. Baboons and stuff like that. But big game wise, if I was Africa, there's really nothing in Africa that really that screams at me to go to Africa. I think I'd rather go to like New Zealand or something like that and go after like red stag than go after like something in Africa. But that's just personally me. I just can't really see. I don't like leopard. I could care less. Lion could care less about. Zebra could care less. Giraffe, really no desire. Kudu, gemsbok, all of them don't really care. Baboon, kind of cool. We booked a Missouri whitetail hunt at the show. I heard there's some really good heard there's some really good deals going on at the show. So if you're looking for the show, is definitely for a place. If you're looking for a place to get a book to hunt. Other than that, it's kind of I think we need some bigger name people to show up there. Like, why? There's no big name people in the industry that show up there for like any kind of seminars or anything like that. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. It's one of the biggest shows on the East Coast, the NRA Outdoor Show. It's a huge show. I mean, it draws people in from all over. But if you're not looking for to book a hunt, or you're not really into guns or anything like that, you're just kind of in there for hunting and fishing, it's kind of blah. I mean, you don't really have not much money to spend. There's not much to spend money on. Like I said, the fishing area was kind of blah. I mean, Mimic Baits was there. Mad Cats was there. Mad Cats had a really cool display. Mimic Baits, always loved them guys. Rockstar Baits, they always have a hell of a display. He had like 3 or 4 booths. Them guys are great people as well. But like other than them, like there's some small name people, a lot of charters. But like other than that, just not much to do. I mean, I think I interviewed like maybe 2 people. I interviewed Mimic Baits. Love them guys. Great group of people there. I interviewed Mad Cat's Rods. There's another great people there. That's the first time they're ever at the show, I believe. Yeah, I see. So that's another thing, Brian. So like Brian said, there a lot of big name people are at the NWTF show in Nashville, which is a National Wildlife Turkey Federation show in Nashville, which is like, that's where like Hannah Barron's at and stuff like that. A lot of big name people are there, and maybe like, is that Brian? Do you know if that happens every year? Does this fall in the same show every year? Like, does it same time every year this happens? Maybe we should change it up that these don't cross over. And I know another thing is like the SHOT Show happened 2 weeks ago, so that's a lot for like Browning and all them to get everything together. Then to come to Hoy from Las Vegas, which just came off a huge show. Which, I mean, if you don't know what the SHOT Show is, it's the biggest show in the shooting industry. Like, it's the biggest of the biggest. Like, it's massive. So I can understand that people kind of prior towards that over the outdoor show. So once we put everything into the SHOT Show, they don't really want to come to Harrisburg for the outdoor show. Yeah, it's a shame. Like, I think wish we had like maybe a different date. Like Brian said, I think it does. I would like to see some big name people to show up there and do some seminars. I mean, there's a lot of local celebrities that do seminars like that, but I think if we had some bigger name, like Ted Nugent and stuff like that, and some really big name influence in the industry would come up there, I think it'd be a better show. More to do. Maybe some bigger name companies would come up there. Like the archery area was pretty much okay. I mean, the archer section, I go there. We have Rackroids is there. Good buddies of ours. Love seeing them there. 10 Point was there. And then there was another. Was there another bow? Was there another bow company there? But besides like 10 Point, like, they were like the only. Like 10 Point and like another bow company were the only ones there. I feel like. I don't remember anything else. I mean, 10 Point's always there. For trail cameras, Tacticam's pretty much the only one there. Besides, there's another smaller company that comes, but Tacticam's always there. But I think 10 Point, it was 10 Point and someone else. It was 2 bow companies that were there. and like and that's kind of lame. There's tons of camo companies there, which okay, camo companies. But the archery hall is kind of boring. I think the archery hall is just, besides 10-point Tatacam and Rockroids, I wouldn't really nothing else in there that I want to see. We literally walked in there and walked out. I wanted to interview 10-point. 10-point is packed, which if you haven't seen their, oh yeah, the vertical crossbows. I did see that. I forget what the brand. I forget what the brand it was. Dave. It was some off brand. It was some weird like vertical crossbow. Like Bear Archery was there. Bear. I think it was Tim. I think it was just Bear Archery and 10-point, which is, I don't know. Like Tim, you're so if Tim, he's one of the owners of Rockroids. What are your thoughts about the archery area? Like, what do you think it could? What's your thoughts on it in that area? I mean, like, it's a lot of clothing there. There's probably, I think, 3 blind. There's 3 permanent blinds people there, I think. Like big blinds, like house blinds, we call them. There's like 3 of them in there. There's Lancaster Archery has like 7-8 booths there. I'm trying to think who else was there. But the archery section is kind of bland to me. But if you had to check out new 10-points, they were there. I picked one up. The new scopes on the 10-points are pretty sick. They're a digital scope now, so it really brightens everything up, even in low light conditions. I kind of just play with it myself. I didn't get too deep into it. Like I said, they were super busy by the time I got to them. You push a button, it yardages it for you, and then it tells you how far of a drop you need to put it. So like 30 yards, I ranged it at. It had a 1/2-inch drop. So I had to aim a 1/2-inch high to be on bullseye, which is pretty crazy. But that was like a $4,200 crossbow as well with that scope on it. I wish I got to interview 10-point to see more and ask more what they come out with. Like I'd like to know. I like to hear what's coming out. That's what we usually do. We usually go to these stands and ask them, hey, what's new for the year? What new you coming out and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't really think that Archery Hall was much to say for. Let's see if maybe Tim can answer that, if Tim said anything else and what he thinks about it. Honestly, didn't get a chance to walk around a lot. Apex vertical crossbows, a lot of the saddle companies. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, the archery section is kind of bland. I mean, like I said, some saddle companies. Apex is a vertical crossbow, which is that's kind of weird. But there's nothing like besides 10-point. There's really no one else there. Like, you think Hoyt was? I don't think Hoyt was there. Like Hoyt being a big name. PSEs. I think Bear Archery was the only one that really else made bows were there. I don't know. It's just kind of weird that the show's so big. It's one of the bigger shows on the East Coast, and it doesn't draw in the large, big name people. Which, it is what it is. I still enjoy going to the show. I still enjoy talking to people I do get the chance to talk to. But it's weird that, I don't know, that bigger name people don't show there. Maybe there's something I'm missing. I don't know. Tim, would you go to the show if you didn't have a stand there? I mean, it's packed. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure the NRA makes tons of money off this show regardless. It's packed full of people. But I walk around it and I'm kind of like, okay, well, this is done. We'll see you next year. See what Tim says. I want to see. But for hunting, the biggest haul is just nothing but hunting guides. It's probably 150 hunting guides. If I was looking for a hunting guide or a fishing charter, I'd definitely 100% go there for that. But other than that, you don't have really much to buy. There's like a small, in the fishing section, there's not really small, but a large, like a flea market style. It's a flea market style like shop. They have like all these bins set up for like dirt cheap stuff, and like you get a brown paper bag and go around picking stuff up. But other than that, it's kind of, that's about it. And then Mimic's there. You can buy stuff from Mimic baits. You can buy stuff from Mad Cats. There's some like 2 or 3 other smaller name companies that are there. You can buy stuff from. Trying to think what else really stuck out to me. Oh, High Point came out with their. We went with High Point. We interviewed High Point. They came out with their suppressors this year, which is kind of cool. Their suppressors are interchangeable. You can change the washer on the end of it and flip it around, and it fits their carbines and it fits their pistols in the same suppressor, which is kind of cool. They had a yeet cannon there. It was just a pretty cool little yeet cannon. It's a pistol and they had a suppressor on it. I think the show did change a little when the NRA took it over. Well, I mean, before the NRA took it over, there was no like ARs or anything there anymore, because that's when they kind of went downhill. No one went to it because they had that whole ban going on there. It was kind of stupid. But now NRA took it over. I think it's getting a little better than what it was. But even now, Apex is actually a regular bow company. No crossbows are a separate company. Yes, I would go to check certain things. Can you click on the see more once, please? Yep. There's very new products every year that you just have to see. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there's some cool stuff up there. It's just, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm expecting from it. I think I'm just expecting more bigger name stuff out there. Like you said, I like to go up there to see all the new stuff coming out, and sometimes you don't see that. Like even the SHOT Show this past year wasn't really that great. I'm not sure if we talked about this in the past podcast or not. Huffman Lures Inc. out of Greenville was in the Fisherman Hall. Got some good things. Yeah, I remember Hoffman's. Yep, that was another one. He was one of. But I think we talked about this at SHOT Show too. I'm not sure we talked about this in the past or not. SHOT Shows to me is kind of going downhill as well, because they released all these new things, quote unquote, but yet we have them at the store for the past 3 to 4 months now already. They're not new. They've been sitting on our shelf for 3 months now. Like, how you gonna call it new? Like, when I see SHOT Show, when I think of SHOT Show, I want to see the greatest and latest things coming out for this year. Like, I want to see the big stuff coming out. Like, don't show me stuff that I already seen at our shop in Hanover, PA. Like, this show is made to be the newest and latest stuff. Like, seeing stuff come out on SHOT Show that has already been released just really put a bad taste in my mouth this past year for a lot of the companies. Like, for once, Henry released their Predator SPD, which is their lever action Predator 223. We had that on the shelf for like a month and a half before the SHOT Show came out. Like, come on now. The new ammo for the year was 7mm backcountry. We had that sitting on the shelf for like 3 or 4 months now. Like, it's not new. It's been out for 3 or 4 months. I guess they don't want to hold on to it till SHOT Show. They rather make money now and get in the market. But I feel like as a company, when I come to SHOT Show, I want to showcase my new stuff that I haven't showed to anyone yet. And having that stuff already on our shelves mean that probably some people already had it for over half a year. Some of the bigger name influencers. It's like kind of just a disappointment when you have these big shows like this that's supposed to reveal some of the latest and greatest stuff, and you already had it on your shelf at the shop for 3 to 4 months. That just irked me more than anything. I just don't. It's not new to me. So when I watch SHOT Show, when I go to NRA shows, I want to see the newest and greatest stuff. Which I can understand maybe the NRA show not having the newest stuff because it's nothing, it's not that big. But the SHOT Show, I'm expecting to see some of your best stuff and some of your greatest stuff coming out that year. Oh, in other news, I never got out ice fishing this year, which is kind of disappointing. It's been super busy every weekend, just so busy, doing things. I haven't got out ice fishing. Now it's at the point where it's pretty risky. That rain and warmer weather is making that ice pretty weak. Definitely go at your own risk right now. Just be careful. A guy was staying at Pincho the other day. He was right off the shoreline. Must have hit a spring, hit some thin ice. He fell into about up to his chest. I saw he got rescued. A guy at Redmond the other day got rescued at Redmond. And I think a lot of times it's not even ice fishermen. It's a lot of people who just walk in the lake, which is kind of crazy for me to understand, because when I'm ice fishing, I'm drilling like every 3 or 4 feet. So I know exactly how deep that ice is. Like, see people walking out there or like ice skating out there have no idea like what the depth of the ice is. It's just crazy to me. I would have never, and especially around the bridges, because the bridges are like one of the last places to freeze. You got to think you have the salt and stuff that coming off the road, washing off all the bridges. You have the concrete, which holds all the heat in. And plus Marburg, that first bridge has so much current coming through there. It's usually one of the last places to freeze. And people walking around that, man, I wouldn't be out there walking unless I'm drilling some holes first. which I'm pretty sure we were fine. We probably got good like 7-8 inches of ice out there, 9 inches of ice. But now you're gonna start seeing some weak points in the ice. It may look thick, but it might just be weak. So stay safe out there with that kind of stuff. I'm upset I didn't get to go out. I do love ice fishing. I haven't got a chance to go out. It sucks. I did get a chance because it's probably one of the coldest years we had in a long time. So we'll see. Has anyone else gone out this year ice fishing by chance? Anyone else been out? Any luck going on? Oh yeah. Speaking of fishing, forgot we have a dozen flies here. First person to type fly fishing in the chat, I'll send you a free dozen flies. We have some woolly boogers in there. We have some pheasant tails. We have some elk hair caduses. I have some. What else is in here? What else I got here? Pheasant tails, copper johns. First person type fly fishing in the chat, I'll send you a dozen free flies. Davis, you don't even fly fish. Anyone else but Davis. Davis, you don't count. There we go, Blaine. Davis, I swear, you're an idiot. Davis is a part of the Endless Approach Outdoor group. So, Blaine, I'll send that to you. Davis, when you start regular fishing, I'll send you flies. But yeah, so I'm trying to think what else. Talk about the show already, the outdoor show. We talk about ice fishing. Guys got any questions? Like any questions they're asking? You know, springtime's around the corner. Just get warmed up quick. I'm ready to get on some open water and do some fishing. Springtime's a great time of the year to fish from the shore. You don't need a boat for a lot of the springtime. I mean, you catch a lot of fish from shore. A lot of bass move to shallows. A lot of crappie move to shallows. Your walleye and yellow perch early in the season, they catch some. I mean, Marburg, they pulled some big crappie out this year. It's a shame. I mean, I'm not gonna bash anyone for it, but there was a lot of big crappie caught at the lake and kept. You know, like 18-inch crappie, 17.5-inch crappie. I mean, people don't understand the science. Not every fish grow to be that big. I think me and Matt talked about this earlier. Not every fish grow to be that big. Two fish can grow the same exact time for the same amount of time, and they will be different lengths. It has to come down to genetics as well. An 18-inch crappie, a 17-inch crappie, it's not just a regular size crappie. It's a genetic thing too as well. It's like deer. You know, you have two deer grow the same amount of time and have two totally different antler growths and stuff like that. It's just, there's a lot more to it than just age. So just it does tug on the heart a little bit. See something like that, being a crappie fisherman. Even seeing people keep trophy-sized bass like that too as well. Anything like that, it sucks because it took a while. You know, it's not only did it take a while, but there was a genetics in that fish that we passed on longer. So more fish could be up to that caliber, I should say. But nothing wrong. You know, if you did it, there's nothing wrong with it. You follow the rules like that. I'm hoping that maybe one day Marburg will be a panfish enhancement lake like it is for bass. I like to see that be a panfish enhancement lake because it does have a lot of forage for panfish. It's like, you know, look at Blue Marsh. I think Blue Marsh is a panfish enhancement lake. Pymatuning's a panfish enhancement lake. These lakes produce huge crappie, and they same with yellow perch. I mean, there's some big yellow perch being pulled out of the lake this year. 15, 14-inch crappie, 15 to 14-inch yellow perch being caught this year. There's tons of big fish being caught. A buddy of mine, I know, he caught 3 crappie. One was just over 18, and 2 were just shy of 18. They were released this past year. But back to the springtime, I mean, when the fish are getting hungry, they move up shallow and feed pretty heavy before they spawn. So springtime's a great time to get out there on the shoreline and just pound the shoreline. You know, early in the season, you're a yellow perch and walleye up shallow at nighttime, especially. You can catch them at nighttime along the shallows. Then, you know, your bass, your crappie, your bluegills, everything moves shallow at some point in time in the springtime. And it's easily accessible, and you can easily catch them for sure. What else could we talk about? Anyone got any questions? Questions, anyone? trying to think what else. Talk about this show, the outdoor show. Ice fishing. So upset they didn't go ice fishing. We think. Hunting season's kind of over with. Besides some predator hunting right now. Plus, groundhog, crow, and stuff like that. Snow goose hunting is going on right now. Just got, right now, speaking of fly fishing, we just got 9,000, 8,000 flies that I've been sorting at the shop. So if everyone's looking for flies, squirrel, literally. So if anyone's looking for anything at the shop, any flies at the shop, we're getting ready for that. I've been organizing 8,000 flies and counting them all out. Make sure we got everything we got ordered. I just put a big fishing order in and said, fishing's going to be here before you know it. This warm weather keeps up, gets the ice melted, and warms the water up. We'll be fishing in no time. We'll be catching fish left and right on the shore. I said, springtime's a great time to get out there and fish. It's readily available. Fishing, you don't need a boat to fish in the springtime. And springtime is one of those great times that you said, when I didn't have a boat, you could fish from shore and catch tons of fish. There's certain times of the year where a boat, it's just easier to fish from shore than it is a boat. You can catch as many fish from the shore as you can from your boat. Especially at Marburg, when you can walk around the whole lake itself, and cover so much water. Oh, gosh, this is a struggle right now. So, how many people actually went to the sportsman show this year? And what was your favorite part of the sportsman show in Harrisburg? What was your favorite sport? Let's go back to the sportsman show. What was your favorite part of the sportsman show? I thoroughly enjoy seeing the guns and everything. I do thoroughly enjoy seeing all of them. I do thoroughly enjoy seeing everyone. Like, I love it's nice seeing Tim. It's nice seeing George and Tim at Rackoids. It's nice seeing all you guys there. Man, I'm drawing a blank right now. I'm trying to think of, why am I drawing such a blank right now? Oh, that's a big one. So this is wild to me. This is really wild. So Oregon is trying to become a what do they call that? They want to ban hunting and fishing, basically. So they want to ban hunting. So it would be a safe sanctuary state. It wouldn't be a sanctuary state, is what they called it. Oregon wants to eliminate hunting. Which is crazy. People don't understand all that involves. Hunting is just not. Hunting's more than killing. It's not just hunting. It's not just killing. It's a great way to control diseases, control starvation, control the herds, and like that. It's not just shooting to shoot. It's more. We're controlling wildlife, controlling disease, just like that. If you just let wildlife go, if you just let wildlife go, you're gonna be very, very upset. Letting wildlife go will hurt the wildlife more than hunting will. You're gonna see so many diseases break out. You're gonna see overpopulation. You're gonna see starvation. It's just not. It's like people want to see peace for animals. Don't want to see anything happen to animals, but like they don't understand the consequences of letting animals go. A great example of that is humans. No one hunts us, for say. We are very overpopulated. Diseases break out all the time. There are people starving in the world. And that's a perfect example of what hunting and fishing does if you don't allow it. Like if you don't, I'm not saying hunt people, but if you don't hunt an animal, it'd be just like people. Overpopulation, starvation, diseases, outcompete each other for place to live, outcompete each other for place for food. You just see it just be a devastation. You definitely don't want to get rid of hunting in that aspect, because it's just going to cause more harm than good. It's not going to be good at all. It's a bad thing. I can't even see why it's even going to be put on the table. Why the government would even entertain that. Because there's nothing good with it at all. It's just, if you truly care about the animals, you would understand the effects that would cause from banning hunting in Oregon. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. It's just banning hunting. It's just there needs to be some kind of balance. There's got to be something needs to come into play to keep that balance. If not, it's a mess. The impact. Oh my God, it's gonna be devastating. It's not gonna be good, and you're gonna see more suffering from that than you would from hunting any day. You will see way more suffering from that than you would from hunting itself. Oh, the last thing I want to see is animals starving, animal diseases breaking out. We already have diseases breaking out already, even with hunting. You have, CWD, you have blue tongue, and see this kind of animal suffer sucks already. And trying to ban hunting on that, that's silly to me. I don't get it. I did see there was a push for Monday hunting again. At this point, I'm just like fed up with it. I'm sick of seeing this whole back and forth. It's like, just let it go. It's crazy. It's just like they were talking about maybe making it a week earlier. Now they're talking about making it back to Monday instead of Saturday. And now we hunt Sundays. It's just oh my gosh. You need to be a lawyer to hunt in PA now. It's crazy. So now I know the Saturday hunt. No, the week before that was closed down like 6-3. That was no questions asked. But now there's a new push to have it back to Monday opener instead of Saturday opener, which I'm like, I don't get it. I'm pretty sure the upcoming season they legalized all the Sunday hunting. I'm pretty sure all Sunday hunting for the whole season coming up for 2026, 2027. The only thing I don't think is allowed is waterfowl like it was last year. But I'm pretty sure all the seasons now include Sunday huntings. And I think some of the junior hunting is now going to be like a 3-day. I think one of the junior hunts is going to be a 3-day hunt instead of a 2-day hunt. Which is crazy. That I don't understand this whole back and forth push between Monday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, first day of hunting. It's just like, at this point, just let it go. Like, it just, oh my gosh, there's so much more to worry about in PA for like hunting and fishing than what the first day of hunting is going to be for deer. It's crazy to me. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense at all. I'm trying to think anything crazy happening with the new seasons coming up. I know they made it easier for elk tags. I hope they push the whole hunter farmer thing. The whole farmering and hunting, where you as a farmer you can go online and see these test results for hunters, and then from all those test results you can choose what hunters you want to hunt their land. Because apparently there's a good bit of hunters who don't have places to hunt, and there's a lot of farmers who don't know who to trust to let their hunt their land, which I don't blame them. It's a liability issue. Who you let hunt your land if you don't know them? So in theory, they tried it on a small part of PA already. You take a test. It's like an ethical quiz, and based on all that score, they can choose you, and your subs. They can test you. They can drug test you. Ain't that every year you do it? You get a drug test done, stuff like that. There's a couple different steps to it, but for the most part, it's a test you take, and like an ethical test, and then off of that, the hunter can choose who they want to hunt their land. That's pretty much all I know about it yet. It'd be cool to see how it goes, and go from there. That'd be a cool way to get people who don't have places to hunt a place to hunt. Guys, we might just call it an early stream today. I really don't have much to talk about. I mean, we're at probably, how far are we? At least 30 minutes, right?
43 minutes.
We're at 43. That's good. That's a good podcast. Sorry, guys, it's pretty a little lame today. A little slow. We had a cancellation at the end there, so it kind of put me in a tricky spot. We had some good conversation here, guys, for episode 2, season 2. But yeah, guys, I think we're calling it a day there, a night there. And thank you, Blaine, for stopping by. Thank you, Davis. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Travis. Thank you, everyone, stopping by and hanging out with us today. Congrats, Blaine, on winning your dozen flies. I'll ship them out to you. Send me a message, and I'll get them sent out to you. But yeah, guys, sorry for the kind of boring podcast today. We talked a little bit, but stay tuned for next time. We'll be getting way more stuff. We'll have a special guest. See ya.